I'm in shadow. Hello, we're going to talk about stuff to test the things.
Test.
Hey, we're live. Phew, that was close. Hi, everyone. You all got to see me take a...
That was weird. Why weren't you talking for the last 3 minutes?
I know, right?
I thought we were ready to go, but apparently not.
Well, we're very close. So yeah, this is Dungeons & Dragons News, and we are going to talk about all the D&D news that's out there. And as Mazmataz in the chat says, I need to tweet this thing before we can really get into the meat of it, of what's happening. But how are you guys doing in chat world? Are you missing dice camera action? Because I am.
Oh, yes.
It's going to be starting, I think, September 19th.
That is correct.
That is correct.
We mentioned this last week. They are on hiatus between their seasons. They will be returning September 19th. In the interim, we will be doing our Dragon Plus live stream show coming up at 4 o'clock. After 9/19, we'll move that to about 2 o'clock Pacific time. But thank you for watching.
When are you moving it to?
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Or a little bit long as we lead into D&D news, as opposed to D&D news leading into Dragon Ball.
I like all these leading into. I ask lots of leading questions, and this is perfect. This is awesome. So, yeah, I'm talking about some of the fun stuff that we just got into the building just now, which I'm going to show you in just 1 second as soon as I show all of Twitter what's happening. By the way, you can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Greg Tito, if you don't follow me already. Where are you at, Mr. Sir? I
am at Bart_Carroll, 2 R's, 2 L's. Well, I guess 3 R's because there's one in Bart as well.
That is awesome. I'm taking way too long to craft this tweet, so go ahead and hate me as much as you possibly can. But now I'm done. People will now begin to enter it, and now that they can hear us, it's even better.
That's
but
true.
We've been leading all up to Tomb of Annihilation, obviously, which is coming out very soon. This is the tome you can get in game stores on September 8th. It's amazing. I've been thumbing through it. So far, these are our desk copies we just got. So we sometimes get them a few weeks early, and this is just about the time that we usually get it. It's amazing. So far, it's 256 pages of nonstop action.
Opening for the camera.
Opening it for the camera. Look, this is a dungeon. You get in there. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know.
Not that page.
Not that page.
Spoiled the whole
thing. Look, there's a map. Did you guys know that there's a map in the back? I didn't, but now I do. Actually, I did know, but it's pretty cool. It's a pull-out map of Chult. I believe there's a player map and a Dungeon Master's map available for you, as well as tons of fun stuff. Oh my God, don't look at those. Those very, very spoilery of me. But in addition to that, we also have the Tomb of Annihilation dice set that's coming out. Nice little tin here. I will show it to you in all of its glory. It's got the nice embossed green. Oh, my finger! It's annihilated! I can't believe it! No, it's not really. But then it comes with this kind of dice that you can only get from us. So I like how they aligned it into being 666, Mark of the Beast. Seems a bit appropriate. I did drop my D4. I'm not going to try and step on that, but I like these because there's these. Oh, this matte finish. Did you know it had this like cool green matte finish to it? No, Shauna was just telling me about this, and I thought it was amazing. I also like. It's a really strong touch for almost all of these to be correct and have it be like the highest number on all these. The 20, the 8 is there, but for some reason the 20 and the 8 is not there. It's close. I almost nailed it in the packaging. We got to get better at that stuff. But you can get these in game stores same time, I believe, this September. You should, if you're interested in just kind of commemorative dice, is the way to go. I'm going to add these to my collection, but I also just like this tin to be able to bring to games and stuff and check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty neat, right?
It is very cool.
Also coming down the pipe very soon is this product. It's a new Dungeon Master screen. You may have seen this kind of previewed at the stream of Annihilation. We used this as much as we could on the live stream itself. But it's got this beautiful piece of art by Tyler Jacobson. I'm trying to make it as not crooked as possible. There you go. Keep it steady. Hold it steady. I should really be doing this.
How dare you?
Blocking your face and keeping mine open. But it is awesome. And also all of the new, this is my favorite part, is that all the stats and everything have been redone to ones that are actually useful in game a lot more. I think when 5th edition started was the last time we produced a DM screen like this, and we weren't sure exactly which figures and tables and things would be the most useful to dungeon masters because it was a brand new edition. We weren't really sure, but now we know from 2+ years of play what exactly you need at your table, at your fingertips, and we made this new Dungeon Master screen to reflect that.
I think we started with an English to metric conversion table.
Lots of
not useful at all for
multiplying, multiplication tables, that kind of thing.
Train table from a specific city.
Exactly.
Just didn't work.
So you can get the Dungeon Master's screen reincarnated at your game store around the same time you can get all the other Tomb of Annihilation stuff that's coming out.
I love that picture. I think one of our meeting rooms, Dragon's Nest. We have all our meeting rooms named, and we have beautiful art up on the walls, and I believe that's the dragon up in Dragon's Nest.
Yeah, it was always been one of my favorites. Again, Tyler Jacobson it made it, and just that the dragon leaping and kind of it's super cool. I can't get enough of it. Yes, and you're right. That is one of my favorite conference rooms here in this here building. Now that we don't have House on the Hill anymore, it definitely is my favorite.
Yes.
Sad but true. We're losing a conference room. We lost Shelley's conference room. That was like the thing she was proudest about, was that she had that conference room and named it, and now we took it away from her, and I'm sad about that. What else is going on in the Dungeons and Dragons world? I'm trying to sign in so that I can actually get all of that stuff ready to go.
There's a lot coming up. As we'll talk about next hour, the next issue of Dragon Plus releases later at the end of this week. Issue 15 will have a cover-up available next hour to showcase. It's going to be sort of a board game focused issue, talking about betrayal and other things of that nature. And we're also starting to talk about our Extra Life communication plans, our Extra Life charity event taking place November 4th this year. Early game taking place November 3rd at Gamehole Con in beautiful Madison, Wisconsin.
Beautiful Madison, Wisconsin.
I am completely biased, having gone to the University of Wisconsin, but Madison is...
Did you really?
I did.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Undergrad at Madison and graduate at Washington, so UW-Dub.
Very cool. UW-Dub.
UW-Dub.
So we have a lot of fun other stuff going on here in D&D world. Of course, D&D Beyond is out now for your viewing pleasure. If you need to look up a rule, and I can't think of a really faster way to look it up than to check it out on dndbeyond.com. I can't wait for the Google foo to really kind of catch up to things, so you can just start to say, like, okay, Google, what's the range of the magic missile spell?
We'll get there. We're actually going to be creating some of the characters from our live stream games in D&D Beyond.
Oh, good idea.
Folks have long been asking to just take a look at their character sheets, so we're going to go ahead and partner with our streamers, use D&D Beyond to create them, and just put them up as PDFs for folks to take a look at.
That's a great idea. And maybe we can even get the Acquisitions Incorporated crew at PAX West to do the same. That's coming up this Sunday, September 3rd at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Mm-hmm. We'll be showing it on this here Twitch channel. And I can't wait. Holly Conrad is going to be joining the crew with Mike Rohulik, and Patrick Rothfuss, who we had on the Dragon Talk episode. If you guys haven't checked that out, it's on from last Friday. And Jerry Holkins will also be there, as well as Chris Perkins running the whole thing.
Yeah. No, it was a great interview with Patrick. I was watching that.
Thanks.
He's always a really good interviewee. And, I thought you did a great job with him.
I think Shelley did a better job. She did good.
He's also a Wisconsinite, I believe.
Yes.
Patrick, isn't that?
I wanted to ask more about that. And because I feel there is this connection to I've said this on the podcast before, Dragon Talk, you should watch it. But that, like, the idea of old abandoned farm buildings and open country in Wisconsin led to the idea of exploring old dungeons and robbing them of their loots and selling them in town and that kind of thing. I feel like the geography of the Midwest really informed Dungeons and Dragons. What do you think about that, Midwesterner?
I'm sure that definitely played a part of it. I think one of the old maps of a Greyhawk, if I'm not mistaken, was a map of the Midwest that they just turned upside down.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
It's one of the states or one of the cities. They just flipped it, and
You're full of like crazy tidbits that I've never heard.
I'm full of lots of things. Tidbits, gas,
yes, hot air.
You interviewed my son yesterday for the podcast.
That's true.
As well. He's filled with poop, as he said on camera.
Well, he didn't get it on camera, luckily. It was when we had stopped streaming and we needed to fill in some recording of intros and outros and things like that. But you guys will hear it very soon.
Yeah,
I'm going to argue to keep that poop intact.
Best practices. Don't have a 4-year-old on a live stream. That's just good sound practice.
That's usually good advice for sure. So we had, like we were talking about, Dragon Plus. We had a lot of awesome stuff happening. Yesterday we spoke to Tad Williams, one of my favorite authors, yesterday, as well as Thomas Foss, who is the lead designer on Neverwinter, the action MMO, which is out now on PC. Tomb of Annihilation is their expansion that involves the storyline here. They go to Chult. They have a new social hub in Port Nyanzaru, as well as Volo is in their game, and it's voiced by Chris Perkins, which I can't wait to see and experience on a more daily basis in Neverwinter. I just got to get my characters up to that level. But interesting enough, Tomb of Annihilation will be out on consoles in Neverwinter very soon. I believe it's September 12th. It'll be out on Xbox One and PS4. So you guys who jump into those consoles playing those games should get that content pretty soon.
Did Thomas get his glasses back?
He did not get his glasses back. They're at my desk right now. So Thomas, if you're listening and or watching, go get your glasses, because you probably can't see anything. Nice. So yes, Dragon Talk was a thing. It happened. You should check out all those fun interviews. We're very much farther ahead of episodes than we are of podcast stuff. We're through, I think, October with the podcast, so we might think about different ways to deliver that content to you guys. But speaking of podcasts and the official RSS feeds for us, we have Dragon Talk. We also have Dungeon Delve, which is our live adventure play audio podcast feed, and that is about to get a dump of amazing content from podcast audio creators across our D&D community. We're calling it Podcasts of Annihilation, and September 18th through 22nd we'll be dropping 2 new episodes from amazing podcast creators such as God's Fall, Sneak Attack, Venture Maidens, Taking Initiative. Shout out to Josh Peralt from Taking Initiative for coming to us with this idea, and we ran with it. You Meet in a Tavern, Encounter Roleplay, Dungeon Drunks,
yes,
which
apropos.
Your guest Lauren Oboe Crazy is going to be here. That's her podcast, as well as Drunks and Dragons. 2 different podcasts, but Mike DeMoro and the Geekly Inc. team will be creating an episode for that too. So again, 10 episodes, all based in Tomb of Annihilation. They all created more content based on this stuff, the same kind of stuff that our streamers are. It's amazing how we presented the same information to these people, and they all are creative and sparked their own information and created their own scenarios based on the adventure, which is basically what happens in microcosm all over the world whenever you guys get our adventures.
It's a toy box. I don't believe we design these things as scripts, right, to follow. It's a toy box to play with. Here are events taking place around the world. Here's villains. Here's new monsters. Here's locations that things are set in. And while there might be world-spanning events that are taking place, it's still very much a Dungeon Master's game to tailor and to run as it best suits their group. So
right.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a great campaign for that.
Each table becomes a shard of reality that is in existence for that time, and I think that's super fascinating to me. I love it. How you doing, Axis? Good to see you. Thank you for coming down and keeping everybody in line. I know I see Dungeon Drunks is actually in the chat. We are very hype. I love it very much so. You're the best, Lauren. Speaking of the chat and how much you guys are awesome in it, You could get a Twitch subscription right about now if you'd like. They are open on our channel. That means you get access to crazy emotes. There's Milo, Chris Perkins' dog, as well as Chris Perkins' face. 3 variations of Green Flame, which is specifically apropos for the Acquisitions Incorporated adventures that's happening on Sunday. There's my stupid face. There's a beholder. There is dice. There's lots of fun emotes that are useful in any situation, and we'll be adding a lot more. You got to get Shelly.
I take great pride in making sure your face was made into an emote.
I joke, but I kind of dig it too.
Sure, of course.
I know it's super neat. Don't put my. Oh, you just did great. Thank you. There's also, of course, Boo. Axis of Anarchy. I love that you always throw the Boo emote in there. Good stuff. But we need a Minsk too. Do we not have a Minsk? We just have Boo.
No, we do not yet have a Minsk. Emmy Tanji is our glorious designer who created the first set of emotes, and she's already working on the next set. So
nice.
Oh no.
You guys didn't even see that, but it was amazing. And the tree did fall in the woods. Did you find it? Yes, and of course, one of the best parts about subscribing to us on Twitch is that you don't have to watch the ads when you watch the amazing interviews and stuff that we got going on here, as well as all the fun games. I love it. Please go ahead and do more fun stuff here in the Twitch chat. And if you have any ideas for new emotes, let us know.
Absolutely.
We'll always be adding more to them. And Emmy, I don't know if you guys even know Emmy Tanji. We haven't had her on in a while.
She will be on the September 19th, I believe, podcast of Dragon Plus. We're going to be running through Betrayal at Baldur's Gate.
Oh, nice. Cool. So she'll be playing.
She'll be playing. We didn't want to go through a whole game, but we wanted to go through a few rounds, but make sure we had folks like Emmy to talk about the design side of things, Adam Mike to talk about the design, Chris Dupuy to talk about some of the development. So
sweet.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. For those of you who don't know Emmy and what she does all this. She makes this book. She does the graphic design for it. She graphic designed this. She graphic designed this. The graphic designed these dice. Shauna does these mostly as far as the covers. So I can't give Emmy credit for that, but she made these mugs. She made this T-shirt. She's fantastic, and she made all the graphics on the screen right now. Emmy touches pretty much everything we do visually, and we owe a lot to her. And I just saw some fun stuff today that might be coming down the pipe, maybe in the holiday season. Should be pretty cool.
Super cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. All right. Ooh, an owlbear emote would be a great idea. Thanks, Ink Gypsy. Wait, is that you? Or is that Ink Gypsy on Twitter, who you make all the awesome... oh, maybe not. I think that might be Ink Devin Rue or Daru. I don't know. Everybody's names are different on Twitter on things, but every once in a while I catch someone who's got something similar. So
Owlbear noted.
If that is you, that's a great idea, and I love it. What else is going on? We have Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is something you should check out.
Yes.
It's in closed alpha right now. It is an idle clicker game. So that means that you send adventuring party out on adventures. You give them a task. They kill monsters. They collect loot. They get gold. And then you use all that to level them up and get them better. And there's some light strategizing and putting the party in the right configuration to optimize their thing. But the best part about it, or what makes it an idle game really, is that you can set all that up and then you can walk away. Mm-hmm. And it happens in real time. They continue to go on fights and do all this stuff. And you can check back in, make some tweaks, do some things. So it's a game that you can check in on. It's a couple of minutes over the course of your day and get gajillion amounts of loot, like bazillion dollar properties. Like
you're tending your garden.
Yes.
You're letting it grow and you love it.
Exactly. It's like a Farmville, except it's D&D going on adventures. Basically the same deal. So if you like those kind of games, if you like you're at work or you're busy, you're taking care of your kids like I was this morning, having just a little fun thing to check in and do for a couple minutes is where it's at, especially if it's D&D flavored, because all of the party members that you can recruit are from Dungeons & Dragons lore, including Minsk and Boo, including Jarl Axel with his fun-looking hat, as well as some from Tomb of Annihilation itself, like there's an Era Kokra. Mm-hmm. I think her name is Azamar. No, that's another race.
That's another race.
Yeah, I forget her name. It's slipping out of my brain. Maybe Pelham can tell me what it is. He doesn't remember either. He's dead to me. But all of the Force Grey characters from Force Grey Lost City of Omu are in Idol Champions of the Forgotten Realms, including Arkin the Cruel, Joe Manganiello's, Dylan Sprouse's character, Jamila, who is Deborah Ann Wall's character. Hitch will be joining up later, and Calliope, Brian Posehn. Calliope. Why do I always pronounce that wrong?
I have no idea. It's like think of it as a steam calliope.
You know what? I take heart from both Patrick Rothfuss and Tad Williams, who said, you can pronounce things however you want to pronounce things. They both said that. And these are novelists who create make-up names as a living.
Sure.
And they're like, whatever you want to pronounce it, so it's Calliope in my brain. Wait, now say it again.
Calliope.
Calliope. That makes so much more sense. It's like it's got a lot more musicality and poetry to it.
I'm assuming that's where he got it from. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask Brian.
Well, thank you, Zamri87, for subscribing on Twitch Prime. That's the way to do it. That's how I subscribe to the D&D channel, using my Twitch Prime subscription. So thank you for that. You are the bomb, and you are going to be hallowed at the happy hunting grounds forever and ever. As everyone who subscribes to the Twitch channel is.
Well, so it shall now be.
It shall now be. So say we all. HasCon is coming up September 8th through 10th. It's in Providence, Rhode Island. I'm going to be there. Bart Carroll will not be there. Mike Merles will be there. Trevor Kidd will be there. And Richard Witters will be there, as well as James Wyatt, who we spoke to on the podcast recently. He's also going for Magic. So it is, if you don't know, a convention of celebrating all of Hasbro's brands. There are corporate overlords. They do amazing stuff, including My Little Pony, Transformers, For Real Friends, Play-Doh, Monopoly, as well as Marvel and Star Wars as licensed toys that they do. All those things are going to be represented at HasCon, including more, and including Magic the Gathering and Dungeons & Dragons. So we're excited to be a part of it. I can't wait to go back to the Northeast. That's where I'm from. I can't say I'm a huge fan of Providence itself, but I'm excited to experience it as an adult and get all into what's happening in the Providence Convention Center. If you're interested in coming, I suggest you get some tickets. There's cool events there that are teamed up for if you have kids who might like some of the younger brands that are there, say For Real Friends, you can get them to come and then maybe show them your passion, like Dungeons & Dragons. And there's events that we have set up that you can play Dungeons & Dragons with your with kids 10 and younger. Also, if they're in the more teen range, there's ones that are for 10 and older, and they're perfectly curtailed for introducing people into the game. So the younger ones won't be too rules heavy, won't be too violent or have adult themes in them, and gets them into role-playing games. So I think that's kind of an exciting thing. If you're interested, go to hascon.hasbro.com, click on the tickets tab, and scroll all the way to the bottom, and you'll see all the D&D events there.
Super cool.
You excited to go to not go to HasCon?
I wish I was going. I know some of the special guests that'll be there. I was excited for that.
Yeah. Danny Hartel will be there.
Yes.
She is making amazing stuff for the Goblins. She will be there as a Batiri Goblin, similar to what she did for Stream of Annihilation. So I can't wait for that and hang out with her. And yes, we're going to make a Beholder version of Mr. Potato Head. That's a great idea. Similarly enough, though, it won't be this exact tin, but there's a tin like this that is My Little Pony themed that you can only get at HasCon. I believe it says Friendship and Magic on it.
Friendship and Magic.
It's good stuff. You can only get it at HasCon. It's a HasCon exclusive, if you will. So I'm excited about that, and I'll be packing up my suitcase with as many of them as possible and doling them out to especially loyal fans here on the Twitch channel.
Everyone not going from the office. I can't tell you how many people have asked about those particular dice tins.
They are super popular
Yes.
Amongst the crowd here. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you guys are awesome. I think that's all of the real things we got going on. Streaming wise, we have Maze Arcana going tonight with Satine Phoenix at the helm. Tomorrow we have Actually, I guess Misclicks is missing this one, right? They're going to do a vodcast.
Yeah, so not able to make this week, but we will have Maze Arcana in the evening.
Because of PAX West happening this week, it's
Right.
very hard to get a lot of the professionals who are working that convention to play on a Wednesday. They'll be setting up their booths here at PAX West here in Seattle. So they're off this week. We'll do a couple of podcasts, but Maze Arcana is back for Wednesday night with Rudy Roomberg at the helm. And then Girls Guts Glory is gone. No more on Thursdays. I missed talking to those awesome ladies, but I do have good news. They'll be returning potentially in September to live stream their games.
I believe definitely returning.
Definitely.
Oh, yes.
You're saying definite.
I'm looking.
We're going to stick you to it.
I'm looking at the paperwork in my computer right now.
Nice.
The dates, specific dates and time slot to be determined, but yes, they will be coming back in a slightly different format. A more live stream game format, so we're very excited to have them back as part of the D&D channel.
Sweet. I missed talking to them, so I can't wait to see them play games again. It'll be fun.
It's always fun, yeah.
And then so that's Thursday. We'll be hosting Critical Role here, as well as Acquisitions Incorporated, the C Team. I'm not sure if they're going on Thursday since it's PAX. So yeah, no, they're off. I'm sure they'll be doing some podcasts or some other things going on there. But all the fans of Acquisitions Incorporated, the C Team, should be watching Acquisitions Incorporated, the A Team, on Sunday, again at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time here on this very channel, in addition to all the PAX channels. I'm going to be there in the Benaroya Hall itself. It should be pretty exciting. I love being in the building and feeling the crowd scream. Green Flame is one of my distinct joys in my life.
It's always super crazy to me in such a wonderful way that Benaroya Hall fills to capacity for folks to come and watch the Dungeons & Dragons game. They're cheering everything. It's always super fun to be a part of and to watch, either there or just to watch the live stream and get the energy from the crowd.
For sure. I think Nathan is doing his fireside chat on Friday.
He is, 11 a.m. Pacific time, another fireside chat with Nathan Stewart.
If you're in the chat, make sure.
FYI, you're doing a fireside chat.
You're doing a fireside chat. I don't know if you know that. There won't be a fire or a side or a chat, really, per se. It's just going to be talking at you. But that's close enough. And I love those because he's able to kind of try to spoil things. That's my favorite part about it. He got a taste of this here Twitch thing when he filled in for me for a Girls Guts Glory episode once, and I think ever since he's like, I got to get back onto it. And we had a fun interview when all four of us sat down.
So
and
that's
talked
what
about
it cracks me up because if we spoil something, we might get in trouble.
Yeah,
like
but
it's
he
Nathan,
can
he can spoil whatever he wants.
He can do whatever he wants. He knows it all. It's pretty cool. And then of course Dragon Friends, and I see you, Richard McSunday, in the chat. Dragon Friends are awesome, and they are just a different brand of D&D live play because they each have a microphone in their hand. They both got stand-up comedy and or improv comedy chops. It's super fun. Benny on the keyboards brings up the tension, and there's never a dull moment, and I love them, and I don't care that they swear. It's okay, guys. You don't have to say sorry to me. I know there's a hashtag sorry, Greg, and you're forgiven. All of you are forgiven, including you, Richard McSunday. They're fun stuff. I feel like I'm missing one more thing. Oh yeah, we're going to be off. It's Labor Day on Monday, September 4th. There will be no live streaming here, but we will have a vodcast of
Force Grey episodes 1 through 6.
1 through 6. So it's a perfect time to catch up with all of those. Jump into the chat. Ask any questions you have with people who might have seen it before. We will be back here in this studio on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. And we're going to be doing a special kind of mini Dragon Talk interview with Adam Bradford and Leah Coons from Curse Media, and we're going to pick their brains about D&D Beyond because they're going to be in the building. So why not get them in front of these here microphones and talk about what it was like and what the launch has been like from their point of view.
Super cool.
All right. I think that's it.
All right.
You ready?
Ready.
You going to do it? We're at 4:01. Sorry, guys. We're a little bit late. It's my fault because I talk too much.
So we'll be right back with Dragon Plus.
You guys are great. Talk to you soon.